Titanic Duel. Gamera faces his strongest enemy. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Starstruck today, we're diving into something truly epic. Picture this. Massive cityscapes under threat, people running in sheer panic, and the ground shaking under the footsteps of giants. Sounds intense, right? Well, that's because we're talking about one of the most monumental showdowns in Kaiju history. For those of you who've been with me for a while, you know I'm a massive fan of monster movies. And there's one guardian of Earth who holds a special place in my heart, Gamera. Turtlefire. We've watched him battle countless foes over the years, but this time, he's up against his strongest enemy yet. So, buckle up and grab some popcorn as we unpack this titanic duel. Can Gamera overcome this new threat? Let's find out. The legend of Gamera. First things first, let's rewind and give a shout-out to our main turtle hero. Who is Gamera? Well, Gamera made his grand debut back in 1965 with the film, Gamera, the Giant Monster. Created by Daiei Film, Gamera was introduced as a colossal, fire-breathing turtle awakened from his slumber by, what else, a nuclear explosion. Classic Kaiju origin story. At the start, Gamera was a bit of a troublemaker, causing destruction wherever he went. But unlike some of his monster peers, Gamera underwent a serious character arc. Over the years, he transformed from a rampaging beast into a protector of humanity, especially children. This shift earned him the endearing title of Friend of All Children. How sweet is that? His evolution didn't stop at his personality. Gamera's design got some major upgrades too. From looking like a somewhat grumpy tortoise, he evolved into a fierce and noble guardian. Sleeker armor, sharper features, and an even more imposing presence. And let's talk about his powers. Gamera's got some seriously cool abilities. Ever seen a turtle fly? Well, Gamera doesn't just fly, he rockets through the sky. By retracting his limbs and igniting jets from his shell, he spins like a UFO. It's wild and undeniably awesome. Then there's his fireballs, massive, fiery projectiles that can decimate his foes. But like any hero, he has his weaknesses. Energy depletion, physical injuries, and sometimes the moral dilemma of fighting for a humanity that doesn't always appreciate him. A look back at Gamera's foes. Now, Gamera hasn't had an easy ride. Over the decades, he's faced off against some pretty terrifying adversaries. Let's revisit some of his most formidable foes. First up, Gauts, the Shadow of Evil. Making his first appearance in 1967's Gamera vs. Gauts, this bat-like creature became Gamera's arch-nemesis. Gauts possesses a supersonic beam that can slice through practically anything. A real challenge for our shelled hero. Their battles were nothing short of legendary, setting the stage for epic confrontations to come. Next, we have Legion from Gamera 2, Attack of Legion, 1996. Legion isn't just one creature but a hive mind of extraterrestrial insects that can combine into a massive, nearly unstoppable monster. Exploding head. Their goal? Terraform Earth to suit their needs, regardless of the human cost. Gamera had to pull out all the stops to defeat them, showcasing some of his most intense battles ever. Then there's Iris from Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris, 1999. Iris is a unique case, a creature born from human resentment and pain. A young girl, Ayana, blames Gamera for the death of her parents and forms a bond with Iris, who grows to become a powerful and vengeful entity. The fight against Iris is not just physical but emotional, forcing Gamera to confront the consequences of his actions. It's deep stuff. Each of these enemies pushed Gamera to his limits, teaching him valuable lessons and preparing him for even greater threats. The stakes kept rising, and Gamera had to evolve to keep up. Little did he know, his toughest challenge was yet to come. The rise of the strongest enemy. Fast forward to 2023, and Gamera makes a triumphant return in the Netflix anime series, Gamera Rebirth. If you haven't watched it yet, seriously, what are you doing? Add it to your watchlist ASAP. The series has been a hit with fans and critics alike, reinvigorating the Gamera legacy and introducing him to a whole new audience. But with new beginnings come new challenges. Enter Viras, Gamera's strongest enemy to date. If you thought previous foes were tough, Wait till you hear about this guy. Viras is an alien kaiju with a squid-like appearance, complete with tentacles that are as deadly as they are creepy. Squid alien monster is not just brawn, he's got brains too, capable of strategizing and adapting on the fly. His origins are shrouded in mystery, but one thing's for sure, he's not here to make friends. What makes Viras so formidable? For starters, he has mind control abilities, allowing him to manipulate other creatures and even humans. His tentacles can pierce Gamera's tough shell, a feat not many have accomplished. Plus, he can regenerate, making him incredibly hard to defeat. Compared to previous enemies, Viras brings a whole new level of danger, forcing Gamera to step up his game like never before. The Titanic Duel unveiled. Now, let's get into the meat of it, the Titanic Duel itself. How did this epic clash come about? The series sets the stage with Earth facing an unprecedented threat from Viras and his alien cohorts. Cities are under attack, humanity is on the brink, and governments are scrambling to respond. It's chaos. Gamera, ever the Guardian, emerges to confront this new menace. The stakes have never been higher. If Viras isn't stopped, it's game over for the planet. No pressure, right? Let's break down the battle into rounds. Round 1. The initial clash. Gamera and Viras face off for the first time in a devastated cityscape. Gamera starts by unleashing his classic fireballs, but Viras easily deflects them with an energy shield. Viras counters with laser-like beams from his eyes, forcing Gamera to dodge and rethink his approach. The tension is palpable, and fans are on the edge of their seats. Round 2. The escalation. Realizing that conventional attacks aren't cutting it, Gamera takes to the skies. He tries his aerial spinning attack, hoping to catch Viras off guard. But Viras anticipates this and uses his tentacles to latch onto Gamera mid-flight, slamming him back to the ground. Ouch! The impact causes a massive crater, and the surrounding environment takes a significant hit. Buildings crumble, and the sheer force of their battle sends shockwaves miles away. Final showdown. Beaten but not defeated, Gamera taps into a new, mysterious power. His shell glows with an otherworldly energy, something we've never seen before. He channels this energy into a colossal beam attack, aiming straight at Viras. Not to be outdone, Viras gathers all his strength for a final assault. The two forces collide in an explosion of light that can be seen from space. When the dust settles, well, I won't spoil it for you, but let's just say it's one for the history books. Visually, this battle is out of this world. The animation is crisp, the special effects are stunning, and the choreography of the fight sequences is masterful. Each moment is packed with emotion and intensity, making it a cinematic experience even on the small screen. Themes and symbolism. Beyond the jaw-dropping action, Gamera Rebirth dives deep into some profound themes. One of the most prominent is man versus nature. The series explores how humanity's actions, like environmental neglect and aggressive expansion, can lead to dire consequences. Viras and the other kaiju can be seen as manifestations of nature striking back, forcing humans to confront the mess they've made. Another significant theme is the burden of the protector. Gamera isn't just a mindless monster, he's a conscious being who understands the weight of his role. Protecting a world that often fears or misunderstands him isn't easy. The series does a fantastic job of portraying this internal struggle, making Gamera a relatable and even tragic figure at times. Then there's the connection to humanity. Gamera's bond with humans, especially children, adds an emotional layer to the story. It's not just about epic battles, it's about relationships, empathy, and sacrifice. These connections influence his decisions and often tip the scales in his fights. It's heartwarming and heartbreaking all at once. Behind the scenes of Gamera Rebirth. Ever wonder what goes into creating a masterpiece like this? Let's peel back the curtain and look at the production side. The development process was a labor of love. The creators wanted to honor the legacy of Gamera while also bringing something fresh to the table. In interviews, the director mentioned that balancing nostalgia with innovation was one of the biggest challenges. They aimed to create a series that would satisfy longtime fans and be accessible to newcomers. No small feat. The writing team dug deep to craft a story that was both thrilling and thought-provoking. They weaved in modern issues like environmental concerns and technology's role in society, giving the series a contemporary edge. And let's not forget the voice actors. They breathed life into the characters, adding depth and emotion. Their performances helped elevate the series from just another anime to something truly special. Designing Viras was another massive undertaking. The concept artists drew inspiration from various sources, including deep-sea creatures and classic sci-fi alien designs. They wanted Viras to be both terrifying and intriguing, a monster that viewers wouldn't soon forget. The evolution from initial sketches to the final product is fascinating and shows just how much thought went into every detail. Reception and impact. Gamera Rebirth has been met with critical acclaim across the board. Critics praise its storytelling, character development, and, of course, the spectacular battles. Fans are thrilled to see Gamera back in action and are raving about the fresh take on the beloved character. The series has even snagged several awards, cementing its place as a standout in the genre. In terms of the kaiju genre, this series is a game-changer. It's set new standards for animation quality and narrative depth in monster storytelling. Other creators are taking note, and we might see a ripple effect influencing future films and shows. It's an exciting time to be a kaiju fan. The fan reactions have been nothing short of electric. Online forums, social media, and discussion boards are buzzing with theories and analyses. Some are speculating about potential sequels or spin-offs, while others are delving into the thematic elements and what they mean for the franchise. It's sparked a vibrant community discussion, and it's awesome to see everyone so engaged. The legacy of the Titanic duel. This epic battle has left a lasting impact on Gamera's character. Facing an enemy like Viras forced him to grow in ways we hadn't seen before. He's become more strategic, more aware of his limitations, and perhaps even more connected to humanity. It's a pivotal moment that has undoubtedly shaped his future path. For the Gamera universe, the possibilities are endless. The door is open for new stories, be it sequels, prequels, or spin-offs focusing on other characters. There's even talk among fans of potential crossovers with other franchises. How cool would that be? On a cultural level, Gamera's return reinforces the timeless appeal of kaiju stories. These narratives tap into universal themes: struggle, sacrifice, and the fight between good and evil. Gamera stands as a symbol of hope and resilience, reminding us that even in the darkest times, there's someone, or something, ready to stand up for what's right. Conclusion. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate the magnitude of this titanic duel. It wasn't just another monster fight, it was a culmination of decades of storytelling, character development, and thematic exploration. The showdown between Gamera and Viras delivered on every level: action, emotion, and spectacle. Personally, I was blown away. This series rekindled my love for the genre and reminded me why these stories resonate so deeply. The blend of high-stakes action with meaningful themes makes Gamera Rebirth a must-watch. Looking to the future, I'm incredibly excited about what's next for Gamera. Will he face new enemies? Form unexpected alliances? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: we're in for a wild ride. To all the fellow fans out there, thank you for joining me on this journey. Let's continue to support and celebrate this amazing franchise. Gamera may be a giant turtle, but he's got a giant heart, and his story is far from over. Call to action. Alright, folks, that's a wrap on today's deep dive into the epic clash between Gamera and his strongest enemy yet. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. Give it a big thumbs up. Thumbs up, it really helps the channel grow and reach more awesome people like you. I want to hear from you. What did you think of Gamera Rebirth? Did the Titanic duel live up to your expectations? Do you have any fan theories about where the series might go next? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation started. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming content. I've got some exciting videos on the horizon, including more kaiju breakdowns, behind-the-scenes looks, and maybe even some special guest interviews. Huge shout out to all of you for your support. This community is what makes doing these videos so rewarding. Thank you for watching, and until next time, Stay awesome and keep celebrating the things you love. Catch you later.